However you look at it, Guernica was a great man and a heroic fighter. He ceded his position as Elder Demonica so that he could carry on fighting on the front lines. Each time he rode back into the city on his leftist, he brought back a brand new tale of valor and daring do. Yes, and I certainly wasn't the only one who was eager to hear them either. He inspired courage in all of us, not just the lost numbers. He was a great example right up to his final moments. Yarmill? So you smashed up the castle's annihilator, huh? We used the chaos you kindly created to kick Kevis and the proverbial by raiding the pods. You are Ouroboros. You're like a star of hope rising above this city. You set at an awfully high standard for yourselves. Yagar. What's up? Am I a rare sight to you? The city's got three types of folk: promising youngsters, hardworking adults, and old folks with time on their hands. Time on your hands? Like you don't have anything you need to do? We paint, write poetry, play an instrument, or in my case, have a good old drink every day.
Daddy, can we get this book?
Sure thing, champ. And what a good choice. That'll probably help with your studies.
Well. Shop of Wellwell is general store, passed down through many generations of traders. Ancestors of Wellwell travel whole the world in caravan, but one day decide to stop caravan and settle here. After that, shop deal in many goods, artistic things, not pawn craft, fun printed matters, important service to city friends.
Okay, I thought maybe you had... Oh, caravan.
Marcello.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Whatever, I guess. Not like I don't got freaking money. I so want some new clothes. You might have to be a bit patient. City clothing. Come again. Vane? I think the lost numbers are wrong to carry on stealing Kratos at the risk of exposing themselves. All they're doing is giving the enemy more hostages, and yet they're still carry on. We all know what kind of atrocities are going on in that castle. I very much appreciate your scavenger force retrieving those supplies. It sure ain't an easy job. They're going to the Nahum wetlands next. The fight never stops for them. What is this? What's this? Sheet music? Oh. Mr. Salmon's engineering department. Go down the left, near Dolgan Cliff, and you'll find him in no time. It's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one. Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. Oh, what? You're not going to show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too? Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry, not going to be all buddy-buddy with you. Wow, what crawled up his arse? Look at it from their perspective. We essentially took the Ouroboros powers that were originally intended for them. But what does that have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. We should head to engineering. Castle access, standard quest. I join the lost numbers in hopes of becoming as fine a man as Guernica. In the hopes of becoming as strong and as kind as him, and yet even on as of this day, it still remains an aspiration. What's down here? Something. Must be up higher, I guess. Cadencia region. Aha! Module warehouse. Okay. Michiba. City isn't without its own internal squabbles, but at Michiba Canteen, everyone is a valued customer. No matter your viewpoints or beliefs, all I want for you is to enjoy some delicious food. Speaking of, I'd recommend the Aquapazza alla City. It's classic city cuisine. We've been through a lot since we settled on getting to the city, huh? But we all made it through in one piece. That's something to be thankful for. Yeah. We're seeing a world that we've never known before, experiencing it for the first time. I just wish I could have let Guernica know that too. If it wasn't for him, we'd have been cut down right where we stood. Yep, or maybe just ended up blindly killing each other in battle like every other schmuck. I'm glad it didn't come to that. Yeah, think about it. What the old man gave us was immense. But in the end, we won't know a flippin' thing about the guy, but we kinda sucks. I mean, it's pretty late in the day, but I really want to know more about him. I wonder what his motive was for giving us this power. No, in fact, I think we have a duty to find out. Because like him, we stand together with the people of the city. Seems all the city folk thought he was a pretty awesome guy, huh? Especially Monica. He was a really special person for her, right? Indeed, Monica was referring to him as Dad, even. That's a city custom. That's what they call the person who raises them. Perhaps we can ask Monica about Guernica, find out what he really thought. After all, we're carrying his dreams now, fighting to make them real. Vandham's heir. So about this sheet music we found in the city. I gave it a play and the melody made me really happy for some reason. It's so strange. It's completely different to Offseer melodies. It looks like only half the music is in here though. I'd really like to know the rest. Someone in the city will have dropped it. Should we see if we can find who it belongs to? Yes, please. Okay, let's find somewhere with plenty of people and try asking around. Counterpoint. The city's full of things I've never heard of and all this amazing tech and stuff. But they seem to have to schedule things like Levinus parts like we do. It'll be a sight harder than just normal scavenging, too. Outwitting both Agnes and Kevis to get the stuff they need, not my idea of fun. And they can't leave any trace behind either. That's why they have a specialized scavenging force. They're elite, but in a different way to Monica's corps, which fight on the front line. I assume there can't be many of them, so the force can stay flexible and mobile. What, like a little secret platoon? Hey, could we pay a visit to Nahum Wetlands ourselves? I would like to know more about these lost numbers. You're curious about the scavengers? A little. It seems a lot of hard work. We could lend them a hand. They're probably pretty short-handed over there. At least Uni made it sound like they're a titchy little unit. Oh, so it's my fault, is it? Well, regardless, it'd be a good opportunity to get to know them better. To Nahum Wetlands, it is. Scavenger Force. So those clothes we'd borrowed all that time ago, I guess they were city-made in the first place? Huh, thinking about it, does that mean we might see people with the same outfits walking around? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, you don't think my style, it's not weird or anything, right? I wonder, we did get dressed in a hurry then. There wasn't time to think about style too carefully. Judging from the city's people's perspective, it's not impossible that something about the ensemble might appear extremely offensive. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. You look fine, Noah. Don't let Tyan's mutterings get you down. Say, what about Tyan's clothes then? I need my attire to be functional, that's it. It's entirely pointless to worry solely about its appearance. Wow, that's pretty sensible, actually. A very Tyan approach. While we're on the subject, Tyan, there's something I've wanted to say for a while now. What is it? Your scarf is deeply uncool. What did you just say? Repeat yourself, I dare you. Haha, I knew it. You're as vain as the rest of us, you poser. Reading. Did you notice how in the city people called adults like Monica teach those smaller folks things? Not smaller folks, Uni, the word's children. I saw adults reading books to children. It was a really peaceful scene somehow. Yeah, I remember in our old training and lectures, they'd basically beat stuff into us, nothing so relaxed as this. I imagine Monica would say this is how things are meant to be. She'd have a point. I can't really imagine those children holding weapons fighting for their lives. Before Monica became an adult, do you think Guernica read to her like that too? I guess he might have. Strange, isn't it? I can't picture it at all. Yeah, a bit outlandish, isn't it? Oh. Excuse me, we're trying to find the person who dropped this sheet music. Oh, that's Granddad's. I can't believe he's been dropping things in the middle of the street again. You can't keep doing this. Would you mind introducing us to him? We'd actually quite like to meet him. Yeah, why not? Okay, you can help me find him. Knowing Granddad, he's probably standing on a bridge somewhere worrying himself sick. Thank you. He's really hard to talk to. Hmm? That looks like the Granddad, but let's talk to Timna first. All the city's residents are descended from the 6 houses. I could trace my roots back to House Ortez, Monica's to House Vandam, and so on and so forth. In remembrance of our ancestors' endeavors, our eye patches are each adorned with the pattern of a respective house. Guess like you have to make do with just a plain, boring old version, I'm afraid. Boomer! Excuse me. There you are. Granddad, Ed, you dropped your sheet music again. You can't just you can't write good music and throw everything away. Wait, you wrote this piece? We wanted to know how the rest of it went, so we came looking for you. Such a lovely melody. I'd love to be able to play it all the way through. Did he hear me? I think he wants you to go with him. Let me, talk this Corrali. So my mom got remarried and now it sounds like her new partner will be moving in with us soon. How would you guys feel if you were in my shoes? Great, I guess. What's remarried? So mums and dads, they get married, but my dad went and died and my mom got married again. That sounds way complicated. So complicated I don't even know how to respond. The Elder might be welcoming you or Boris with open arms, but I doubt everyone will feel the same. Please don't disturb the peace we have here in the city. Giulietta? The Elder is a lady I admire, never a stronger woman I have seen. Her father and her spouse together lost, yet still she soldiers on in stern command. As daughter of the noble house of Doyle, I hope that I too climb to such height. Monica's little crew of running dogs, huh? Well, you can leave me right out of it, whatever it is. No, that's not us. What, you ain't Lost Numbers? Well, that's alright then. Not everyone in the city supports the Lost Numbers crew, you know? Some of us want nothing more than a quiet, peaceful life. That's what I want, anyway, to be left in peace. God dang. We're a little, salty, aren't we? Plain? Is it difficult to become an Ouroboros candidate? Oh yeah, to qualify you have to pass the exam, and that's held just once every 4 years. Only 10 can get in, 4 of which are reserves. There are a lot of applicants, but only the very best make it. I thought I'd seen somebody else's name down here. Oh, that's probably who. Clara. It was just your age when my grandchild joined the Lost Numbers, but he went missing on his very first mission. We should never have let him go. I regret it to this day. But now I have the power to at least oppose what the Lost Numbers are doing. far are you gonna make me go? Such pretty music. Banana dig it, getting groovy. Harhum, tum, ta-tum, tum. I think Granddad enjoyed himself. We had fun playing together too. Pretty different from your off-seeing tunes, isn't it? Feels a lot more jaunty. It's true, the simple act of listening makes you feel connected to everyone around you. How bizarre. Maneno would like to listen again. I'd like to write something like that one day too. You will, I'm sure of it. House Rhodes. A soldier of Agnes, this founder's fight to the death against the founder of Ortez, a soldier of Kevis, was interrupted by a chance meeting with other founders. Freed from the bondage of her flame clock, she joined the fight against Mobius. Although a soldier, the founder is reported to have been exceedingly gentle and kind at heart. Additionally, her skill in the healing arts greatly contributed to the development of medical science in the city in later ages. And irrespective of starting life as an Agnian soldier, she is said to have surpassed 80 years of age, though the way she achieved that remains shrouded in mystery. House Cassini. In memory of the founder of House Cassini and the city's Liberatrix. Much like with the founder of Reed, this statue too depicts the founder's respected mentor rather than the founder herself. The mentor boasted a robust physique, wielding two great swords at once with utmost ease and facing down Mobius despite the loss of one eye. That's Rex, right? He lived his life an unsophisticated sort, broad-minded but impassioned, and is said to have aided the founders in the fight against Mobius, physically and spiritually. He was further reported to have been a free spirit whose qualities influenced the other founders, still young and impressionable when the city was restored. Undeniable proof of this rebellious spirit can be seen time and again in the ethos of the house in generations to come. House Vandham. In memory of the founder of House Vandham, the city's restorer and liberator, the original incarnation of the city was once laid to ruin by Mobius N's hand. The founder realized fully the power of Ouroboros, heretofore limited, and fought against N, ousting him. Once victorious, he gathered the old city's people scattered to the winds and re-established the city. With the city restored, he left his government in the hands of the founder of Doyle and departed on a lonely expedition. No records exist of his fate thereafter. Heirs of Vandam's lineage only returned to the new city several centuries later. Oral tradition has it that the founder was master of the classical art of fist fighting, and the scions of House Vandam carry on the customs to this day. So, Noah's technically somehow related to Vandam, I'm guessing? Monument to the founder. House Doyle. In memory of the founder of House Doyle and the city's Liberatrix, directly descended from those who established the first original city. Her whereabouts were lost after En's ravaging of the city of old, but upon encountering the other founders, she committed herself fully to the fight. This founder is said to have a familial relation to the founder of Vandham, with scant extant records suggesting they were likely brother and sister. She fought alongside the founder of Vandham then, who was the elder of the two, and brought the power of Ouroboros to completion. Said to have been bright and wise, his founder laid the cornerstones for much of the city's governance and legal system. Monument to the founder, House Reed. In memory of the founder of House Reed in City Libertrix, rather than the founder herself, this statue depicts the founder's mentor figure, standing as a sign of the deep reverence and devotion she felt for her teacher. The founder's master was unconnected to her by bonds of blood, yet he raised her as would befit a child of one's own, it is said. Though of a calm and constant disposition, the sight of him on the battlefield, great red sword in hand, struck fear into many a Mobius. And though the vicious struggle against Mobius cost their ferocious warrior his right arm, the loss did nothing to diminish his desire to hone his martial skills each day, standing as vivid testament to his indomitable will. House Ortez. In the memory of the founder of House Ortez and the city's liberator, a Kavesi soldier, this founder was released from the flame clock system by the other founders, and henceforth spent every last ounce of his energy for the cause to liberate the city as one of the first Ouroboros. With surpassing skill in mechanical engineering, the founder fought not with a blade, but with a weapon of his own fabrication. He was also responsible for laying the foundations of all the mechanical systems supporting the city to this day. Following the fight against Mobius, he poured the remainder of his days into rebuilding the city before he finally perishing at the age of 80 years old. Though how he attained that feat despite his origins as a Kavesi soldier remains unexplained. Nope, I think I forgot the central plinth. Ouroboros stone cage. The object on display upon this plinth is the very first original Ouroboros stone cage. It is important to note that the initial designs for the monument are said to have included a statue of a seventh founder in its place. Next to no information remains about the seventh founder's identity, and it is possible that this is not due to a simple loss of records. Rather, historians speculate that this is the result of the conscious decision by the seventh founder. Lian. This expanse here was once the battleground of Kevis and Agnes, and especially violent one at that. Battle was a swamp for both sides. All that remained was a wasteland mounted high with husks. This was the place that our ancestors made home. It's a strange and haunted sight, but it keeps us safe and hidden. Nothing has really changed since then. We still live here, leading our boxed-in lives, counting out our stagnant little days. Neon? Granddad can carry a great tune. I feel so cheery and breezy when I hear it, like I can get through anything. Some people don't like it, though. You can't defeat Mobius with music, they say, but I think the world of Granddad. I want to help people who encourage others, not to fight or hurt them. Okay. Training ground. How do I get in? Oh, door. Blind. What? Oh! No! That's some bullcrap, man. Don't taunt me like that. The lost numbers are short on snipers, right? It's just that I have been considering changing my role is all. You're changing your blade again? Are you really sure you found the right role this time? Blades. Pardon. perfect timing. You lot have already smashed up a few flame clocks so far, right? Yeah, a few, I guess. Why? Well, the thing is, lost numbers are going to start paying out a bounty for damage dealt to Mobius. Here you go. Gus bracelet. Okay. Gondor's the only one that knows the real whereabouts of the real queens. I really hope everything works out. You don't think we can handle it? No, it's got nothing to do with you guys or the plan. Sorry, just forget I said anything. The boss will have my guts for garters if I say something I'm not supposed to. think that's where we're gonna call it a day. I don't got a whole lot more time, sorry, sadly. Alright, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.